Part 1 of Scary Story. The Whispering Woods. In the quiet town of Ashford, nestled at the edge of the dense, ancient forest known as Whispering Woods, there were tales that every child grew up hearing. The stories warned of an eerie presence that roamed the forest at night, whispering in the dark, luring the curious and the brave into its depths, never to return. Amelia, a young journalist from the city, found herself drawn to these stories. Seeking a breakthrough piece, she decided to spend a night in the woods, determined to uncover the truth behind the whispers. Her friends and family tried to dissuade her, recounting the chilling tales of those who had vanished. But Amelia, with her unwavering resolve, packed her gear and ventured into the forest one crisp autumn evening. As she walked deeper into the woods, the trees seemed to close in around her. The air grew colder, and the usual sounds of the forest, rustling leaves, chirping crickets, faded into an unnatural silence. Amelia set up her tent in a small clearing and lit a fire, the flickering flames casting eerie shadows on the surrounding trees. Hours passed, and as midnight approached, the first whispers began. Soft, unintelligible murmurs that seemed to come from all directions at once. Amelia strained to hear, her pulse quickening. She recorded the sounds on her equipment, hoping to decipher them later. But the whispers grew louder, more insistent, filling her with an inexplicable dread. Suddenly, the fire went out, plunging her into darkness. Panic set in as she fumbled for her flashlight, but it refused to turn on. The whispers became voices, calling her name, beckoning her deeper into the woods. Against her better judgment, she followed, feeling an unseen force guiding her steps. The trees thinned, and Amelia found herself in a moonlit clearing. At its center stood an ancient, twisted oak tree, its gnarled branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. Beneath the tree, the ground seemed to pulse, as if something beneath was alive. The whispers intensified, becoming a cacophony of voices. Suddenly, the ground split open, and a figure emerged. A tall, shadowy form with hollow eyes and a mouth twisted into a sinister grin. Amelia tried to run, but her legs felt rooted to the spot. The figure approached, its whispers filling her mind with a chorus of despair. "You shouldn't have come," it hissed. "Now you belong to the Whispering Woods." As the figure reached out to her, Amelia's vision blurred, and she felt herself being pulled into the darkness. The last thing she heard was her own scream, echoing through the forest. The next morning, the townspeople found her campsite abandoned, her equipment scattered, and no sign of Amelia. Her recordings were the only clue, filled with chilling whispers and her final terrified scream. To this day, the residents of Ashford warn outsiders about the Whispering Woods, and the forest remains shrouded in mystery. Those who dare to enter at night speak of hearing a young woman's voice among the whispers, forever lost in the darkness, calling for help that will never come.